If you ride with me, you gotta work for the both of us. I'll put you in the driver's seat. Don't gotta hurry in the love. When you ride with me.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, also known as Jazzy Mina on YouTube, and welcome to another video. So I recently put a poll on my community chat, and I asked if you all would like a nail marathon this week, where I will be posting a video from Sunday, starting this Sunday, tomorrow. Well, you guys will get this tomorrow. So from today to Sunday, which should start the next week. If we like the vibes, we like the momentum, you guys like the tutorials, maybe we can keep it going quite often. But I know that this week I wanted to do a fun marathon where I give you guys one tutorial every day, from this Sunday to next Sunday. So in this first video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I got these blue, I would say aura, but you can barely see the white aura in it. But of course, I'm going to replicate everything that I did to this set to this one, and I'm going to show you guys how I did it. A few disclaimers before we get started. I have dogs. They will bark, they will huff, puff, play, squeak. If you're a dog owner, you know that they will do that. So they may make a cameo in this video. I also have my sister over, and she is watching television. So if you hear TV noise in the background, well, that is her. And hopefully YouTube is nice about hearing TV noise. It's not so loud, but I can still hear it, so I'm not sure if you guys can still hear it in the audio. But without further ado, we're just gonna get started. We're just gonna hop right in. I know that before I start though, I am gonna put on gloves for this, simply because I don't want to mess up my nails. Like, they're so cute. Wait, let's take off rings. Let's do that. And then this one is going to be a talk through. I'm not sure if all of them, wow. I'm not sure if all of them will be a talk through. I just know that this one will be starting off. And I'm so excited. Honestly, guys, I think I've even said this in the beginning. I'm not a tutorial girl. I'm not here to teach you the latest, trendiest techniques, because I'm still learning them myself. Like, all I can do is just literally show you what I did. So that's what I'm calling these videos. Like, yes, they're tutorials, but they're not like from a trained professional. They're just, hey, I made this cute set. Look at what I did. Let me show you what I did. That is really all it is. And so, to start off, let's do this. I'm going to start taking out everything that I used. Okay, so a lot of this is going to be me explaining, and then I'm going to let you guys vibe out and watch me do it, so that it's not so talk, but more so talk, then show, talk, then show. And if you guys have any questions, any comments, any questions about where I may have gotten something, why I may have done what I've done, feel free to ask. All right, without further ado, here's the set that we are recreating, and let's get into the video. Okay. So, of course, the first thing that I like to do is file the nail. Okay. Sorry, I'm completely prepared. Let me actually open a window. Sorry. Okay, I think I am officially ready now. All right, so first I'm gonna start by filing the nails, each one. Well, e-filing. By e-filing the nail, it helps to for the base coat and every layer of nail polish that I put on the nail, it just helps it to adhere better. I find that when I do this, I just get less chipping of my gel polish, and so ever since then, I've just kept doing it. And I'm not doing this with a heavy hand, it's very soft. So I'm gonna lightly go over each one of the nails. Okay. So once that is done, we're gonna just dust away anything that might be here. I'm also gonna dust over the nails a little bit. Okay. So the next thing after that, I take a file. This one is an 80/80 file. And what I just do is take each one of the nails and just define the almond shape. It's not sticking that well today. But I just go in and just define the shape. Is this coming off? Yes, it is. Okay. It's fine. Ooh. Okay. We're having some malfunction, but it's okay. We move. I'm just going to hold it down. I just go in. Turn these sideways. And define the shape. Okay. My nails is seeping through the... Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Defined it. Go. Okay, so after I get done filing, I now go in with a layer of base coat. As you guys know, I use two different kinds of base coat. It's usually one of these two, either Cat Beauty or Beetles. Doesn't matter. For the sake of this video, and just in case you want to replicate it, I'm going to be going in with beetles today, because you can find this on Amazon. This one I can only find at my local nail store. So every time I go, I load up on this because that's the only place that I can find it. And if you just so happen to find it anywhere else, let me know in the comments below. But this one is harder to get than the beetles, so I'm going to use beetles for the sake of this video. So I'm going to go in and do 1 layer of base coat. Now, some people don't do this step. I have no opinion about that, honestly. All I can do is just tell you why I do it. I add this layer of base coat because, one, it adds to the sturdiness of the nail. So by the time I'm done, the nail is so sturdy that you just know that it's not going to break. It's not flimsy. It just adds to the strength of the nail. Along with it, once it's cured, it leaves a tacky layer or a tacky base. And what that does is it allows whatever color. So we're going in with blue today. So it's going to allow this blue to really stick to the nail and minimize chipping of the nail polish on the nail. So those are the 2 main benefits that I find when I add this layer of base gel. So that is why I do it. I'm not 100% sure like why other people do it, or if they share the same reasons, or if the people who don't use it just don't care about it, you know? But that is why I do it. So after I add 1 layer of Beetles base gel, I'm going to cure this for 60 seconds. While that cures, the color that I'm choosing to go in today is D&D Diva. I get this from my nail supply store. They usually have these at most of the nail supply stores, but if you don't, the best way I can describe this is like a royal blue. It says "Call Me Your Highness" is the color, and the number is 199. So this is, of course, you know, the regular nail polish, but this is the gel polish that we're going to be going in with. And I'm going to be going in with 2 coats of this royal blue color gel. 2 or 3. I can't remember, but I'll be able to tell after. So let's go in with the color. Right now, I'm just going under each one of the nails and just swiping up anything that's excess from under it. And now we're gonna cure this for 60 seconds. Okay, so as you can see, they're kind of like sheer. And so I think I'll have to repeat this 2 more times to try to get the opacity that I'm looking for that I got in this one. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. You guys can go ahead and watch. And let's do it. So now that we have 3 coats on here, and I feel reached the opacity that is similar to the one we created earlier, now I have to do the middle part, which is it kind of, y'all, it's so like barely there, but it's there. It's like an aura with white, but like I still can't get it down packed of how to do the white aura per se. So it's not perfect. However, I do need to replicate it. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did on here. And so the next part is trying to do the white aura situation, whatever I was trying to do. And so to begin that process, I have to put a matte coat over this. So the matte top coat that I'm going to be using is by Beetles as well. I don't have a different matte coat that I use. I just used the one by Beetles. So that turned out well. Give me 1 second. Tiara! Next, I have to put a matte top coat over it. And so the top coat that is matte that I'm going to be using is the Beetles brand. I don't have a different brand that I use for this. I just use this one. And so for this set, ew, is something chunky in here. I don't like that. Let's get a different one. Okay. Let's get a different top coat. Okay, this is good. So we're gonna put a layer of matte top coat on each one of the nails so that we can attempt to do the aura again. Okay. Okay. Coat it, and then I'm gonna go through with my glove and try to pick up anything that is excess. Okay, and now I'm going to cure this for about 20 seconds, and we're gonna see what we get. Okay, so while that's curing for about 20 seconds, I'm going to be using this solid gradient colored nail pigment palette that I got from, I want to say Shein. We're done cooking. Okay, so we have our matte top coat, and we're going to be using this nail pigment palette from Shein, and I'm going to be going in with this white here. Now, the brush that I'm going to be using, let's bring some of this down. So the brush that I'm going to be using is this one most likely. Okay, so I'm going to be using this brush. It's all dingy and ugly, but it's, as you can see, it's an e.l.f. brush. So it's literally a makeup brush. And I find that because it's so dense and so short, it's like perfect for this. So, and when I'm done using the pigment, I just take my rubbing alcohol, put it on the brush, and then just clean it off on my mat. Easy peasy. So I have no idea how to do this, and maybe you guys can give me some pointers or maybe even fix what I'm doing wrong. But what I do is I pack this pigment onto the brush, swirl it around in there, Okay, and then I dust it off back there. And then I go in the middle and I just start brushing it on. Yeah, I really don't know what I was doing or what I even did for the first one. But that is what I did. As y'all can see, it literally looks like nothing. Like, that's why I'm just like, okay, maybe it's one of those things where you have to build it up. But when it comes to like going from a darker color to a lighter aura color, I suck. I just don't get it. Okay, so I'm gonna go through now and go through each one of these and do the same steps that I did for the thumb. So this is what I have. Okay. So now you want to add a top coat to this. So I tend to use my Koopa Gelfinity gel top because it's a lot thinner than the Beetles top coat and Cat Beauty top coat. And so I don't feel like I'm taking away everything that I just did. I tried it with like the Beetles top coat before, and what I did just like disappeared. So I just use this. See, it's like low key. Y'all can't even see it. Can y'all see that? It's like low key still there. Like, it's there, and it looks like there's glitter in my Koopa top coat, which I'm not mad at it, but it means I need to get a new one. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and go over each one of these lightly with a top coat of Koopa. Okay, so now, hold on. I see some missing pieces. I gotta get these edges. Okay, so now that we have our top coat on, I'm now going to cure these for 120 seconds. So basically 60 seconds 2 times. I'm going to be using my moklawz rhinestone glue, and I have my rhinestones that I'm going to be using in this for this set. Let's look at the set again. As you can see, it's like these mermaid pearlescent pearls on each one of the nails. Get a closer look. And then we have like this double star situation for the middle, and then each one follows with 2 pearlescent pearls. So we're gonna recreate this on the set of nails that's in the UV lamp right now. And so I went ahead and picked out the charms that I think I'm gonna need. 2, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 2, 4, 6. Okay, we're gonna need more pearls. So I guess we can do that together. If you haven't seen one of my hauls, I got these pearls, I think from Temu, y'all. I think that's where I got these pearls from. I'm gonna pick up some more. But I think I got these pearls from Temu, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm using my wax pencil to do that. And we're just gonna choose some random ones. Okay. Come on. Okay. 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 I'm not even counting right now, so hopefully these are enough. Okay, so I'm going to take out those and we're going to get into it. So to apply the rhinestone glue, I don't go exactly with the tip of this. I just feel like I'm too clumsy for that, and I need something that I have a little bit more control over. So I use a dotting tool that I don't use for dotting. I literally just use it for glue. So I'm going to squeeze a bit out. I think I'm going to use my small one. Just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And I have it on here. And I'm literally just going to go in and follow the same placement that I have on the other set in front of me. So we have that, and then we have some here, and you really don't need a lot, honestly. So we have pearl there, a bigger pearl here, and then bigger pearl here, a smaller pearl here, and then once I do that, I actually go in and flash cure it. I got this flash cure lamp from, y'all don't know. I would have to put it in the description box below. So everything that I used, I'm going to put in the description along with the link to each of the items that I am using. So I flash clear that for a few seconds, and now we are good to move on. So now I'm going to repeat this for all the rest of the nails. Take some more rhinestone glue. I hate that my phone rings. Let me cut it down because it's so rude. Okay. And then now, we don't need too much. Okay. And then I need some over here. Y'all see that? So I'm just dotting on the glue. And now we're gonna just place the pearls. Randomly and sporadic, because I honestly didn't have a method when I was doing this. I just placed them sporadically. And then now we're gonna cure this for a few seconds. Okay, so now I'm gonna cure this for 60 seconds. Now that I know that the glue is fully cured, now I'm just gonna go in with some top coat to seal it up. Now there are two different kinds of top coats. Well, three. I showed you the Cooper one already. Again, either Cat Beauty top coat, or the glass top coat for Cat Beauty, or Beetle's top gel or top coat. And I'm going to be using Beetle's for this video, just so it's easier to access all of the things that I'm using in this video. And now I'm going to paint this on, but I'm going to go around the pearls. Actually, I'm going to go over the pearls. I'm sorry. Over the pearls, because they tend to rub off. So if you don't coat them, they will peel and rub off and not last as long on the nail. I think I was thinking these were rhinestones for a second in my brain. Okay, it's the middle one that we're not going to paint over, but we're going to go underneath those star pieces, like the little edges, just so you can secure that a little bit more. Okay. I'm trying to go around, pick up some of the gel around the pearls so that it's not so, they actually still look like pearls coming out of the nail rather than like a design embedded in the nail. So now we're going to go literally under the star. Can you see that? I'm going under this. I'm just loading that under there so that it can stick better. Usually I would take some rhinestone glue and just like squeegee it under there so that it's better adhered, but since this is mine, I don't really care that much. Okay. Let's see. But for someone else, I would use the cart glue to make sure it's better adhered to the nail. And you don't like have these pieces kind of like pulling at your clothes or tugging at your hair maybe. That could be quite annoying. So now I'm going here, loading on that top coat. Oh, right. There's that one. And then finally the pinky. Okay. Okay. So now we've applied our top coat all over the nails. And now I'm going to cure this for 120 seconds. Okay, so now that it's fully cured, here is the final result. And here we are, a full blue set. These are so freaking cute. I have no idea what I was thinking when I was doing this. I think I was just trying something, but they turned out pretty cute. It's not something that I probably would have tried in the beginning, which is always a good thing. Anyway, I'm just blabbing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me during this tutorial. Again, we'll have another one up tomorrow to start this marathon off strong. And I can't wait to see you in my next one. Love you guys. Bye.